Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. This is my recap of the Redline Racing League Division 1 30-minute timed race. All three compounds of tires are required, which is super soft, soft, and the mediums. Here is the starting grid. On pole, NRT Swordsman in the Genesis. In second place is RRL Calais in his GTR. Third spot, left rear puncture in the Aston. Fourth place, Joker in the Mitsubishi Lancer. In P5 is Squad Robot in the Lexus RCF. P6, Damian Black in the Peugeot RCZ. 7th spot, Wooski Racing in the RCF. In P8, it's me in the other Genesis. P9 is AV in the Beetle. With P10, Big Ashy in the RCF. P11 is Octagon in the Aston. P12, Condot, another Aston. P13 is Martin with a Y in a Lexus RCF. P14 is Rust in an RCF. And rounding out the field is Christians in an Aston. So being a 30-minute timed race here at Dragon Trail Gardens, expect about 20 to 21 laps. And there is the qualifying. I qualified on pole by about 4/10. Alright, here at the start, a couple drivers at the front using the Racing Soft compound, with a couple other drivers opting to go with the soft tires. And rounding the first turn, heading for the chicane. Swordsman ended up losing P1 to left rear puncture, who gets a really good start, as this was a grid start with false check. Joker holding on to P3 ahead of Calais. The GTR taking just a look but opting to stay in line. His teammate Damian Black in P5. It's me already up 2 positions into P6. And Squad Robot dropping back just a few spots into 7th. Oh, and there's a huge crash. It appears that Calais got a little bit loose. And unfortunately, once you go off the track here at Dragon Trail Gardens, you're just a passenger. So unfortunately, there's a few casualties. Yep, goes off track, gets on the throttle. Oh, very unfortunate. Accidentally taking out just a few drivers. So very unfortunate, especially here at the start. So we ride on board with Condot, who also, unfortunately, gets in the grass. But if we take a look, someone actually knocks into him. He ricochets off the wall, and a couple other drivers, unfortunately, get hit. So let's take another look. So Condot has a good line. Ooh, he gets bumped by Wooski, who unfortunately in turn, Condot ricochets into 2 other drivers. So quite an interesting start nonetheless. However, this is a 30-minute race, so there's plenty of time to make up. Most part at the front, amongst the top 6 drivers, a pretty clean start. And again, another angle shot. Nothing you can do, Squad Robot, unfortunately. Could have happened to anyone. So. Alright, cycling through to lap 5. I actually get a good run heading towards turn 1. And I go ahead and put my Nezzo Racing Team Hyundai Genesis in the front. I found the Genesis to be a very stable car, especially through the chicane. while some of the other more powerful cars tend to lose a little bit of grip. Alright, here into lap 8, checking out some of the field. Good battle for 9th place between Ashy, Calais, and Martin with a Y. So as I mentioned at the start of the broadcast, you are watching the Redline Racing League. Had the opportunity just a few weeks ago, got invited to join the Discord, and thanks to some excellent coordination, I decided, you know what, we'll give this a go. As Octagon actually comes into the pits, getting off his racing super soft tires. Alright, let's take a peek here. So comes into the pits. And Martin with a Y also into the pits as well, putting in a little bit of fuel in his pedigree Lexus RCF. And Condot doing the same. That beautiful neon green watches livery. Actually putting in quite a bit more fuel. Coming out on the racing soft tires. Christians running out the field. Doing a great job in a very difficult car to drive at this track. I found this car has a lot of power, but especially through some of the slow turns, it will kind of suffer when it comes to traction. Alright, back up at the front. NRT Swordsman 52 for Nezzo Racing. With about a 5-second gap to left rear puncture. Was under pressure by Damian Black and Joker. And here finishing up lap 9, Damian Black is actually going to come into the pits. Alright, going in, taking off the super soft tires, putting in a little bit of fuel in his Fanatic Podium livery. Ends up actually coming back out to do a second stint, I believe, on the super softs. And some of the midfield competitors coming in. And there's Big Ashy in his RCF Denso livery coming off on the soft tires. So as they stand, Swordsman on lap 10, still on track, running in the super softs. Some used super softs at that. Same applies for left rear puncture in P2. Along with Joker, Wooski Racing. All on worn super softs. It's Me is actually the first of the drivers using the soft tires for his stint. And here at the end of lap 10, second and third coming in the pits. Putting in just enough fuel to be able to push the second stint. As Wooski comes out on the softs. Octagon on the racing super soft tires. Joker coming out P8. Calais on his softs. And that beautiful Redline Racing League GTR. Martin with a Y on the softs. Rust super soft. Squad on the softs. Condot on the softs. And Christian's on the Super Softs after 10 laps in that beautiful Golf livery coming into the pits. And after 11 laps, I opt to come into the pits, switch off the Super Softs as those have been used, go ahead and swap to the racing soft tires. And not really taking any fuel at that. And as they stand here on lap 12, it's actually a Hyundai Genesis 1-2. It's me holding on to second. Scrap for third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. Oh! Right on board with left rear puncture. What happened here? Oh, he gets pushed off by AV, who in turn, with such close quarters racing, has nowhere else to go. It gets into some of the other drivers, unfortunately. Oh, Octagon, nowhere to go. Very unfortunate racing incident. That's the issue going through the chicane here is if you get bumped, the track is so slippery, you essentially become a passenger, and so anyone that's around you at that point, well, wrong place, wrong time. And Martin with a Y with just a little bit of a penalty, as he leads the train of Lexus RCFs that occupy 10th, 11th with Rust, 12th with Big Ashy, and Rust's OHD teammate, 13th. There's Condot, P14, the Bell Rost Aston Martin, and Christiansen 15th. Alright, after 12 laps, more than anyone else on track, it's me. By being on the racing soft tires, opts, you know I'm going to come in and see where this is going to put him. Alright, exiting the pits on the super soft tires now. This is the fastest of the tire compounds in 7th spot. As they stand, Swordsman leads the field by about 9 seconds ahead of Damian Black. Riding on board with Wooski Racing, ahead of left rear puncture, who has a bit of a what appears to be a shortcut penalty. Certainly one of the things about going through the chicane here at Dragon Trail Gardens is you've got the left, right, left. Well, the left, you can kind of get away on the curbs. The right, if you do cut at all, it seems, you can get an upwards of a 1.5 second penalty. Good battle here for 4th place here on lap 14. So at this point, after this, we should have about 5, maybe 6 laps to go. Look at that, a beautiful pass by Octacon on Joker. As he puts Aston, 2 Astons in the top 5. Right here on lap 16. Some more drivers opting to come to the pits as Octacon actually comes in, and he will come back out on track in P9. Running on board with the Sonic the Hedgehog Sega Genesis livery in the Volkswagen Beetle of AV. In a really good scrap with Octacon. Just appreciating the difference of engine noises between the Aston Martin and the Volkswagen. It's the beauty of Gran Turismo, and for those of you that participate in the FIA Manufacturer Series, it's always nice when you've got multiple manufacturers on track, as we have a really, really good battle. 4 Lexus RCFs in a row, 10th through 13th. Squad goes a little bit wide and hands the 12th position over. Oh, Rust, it appears, got into Martin with a Y just a tad bit. Martin with a Y ends up tapping the wall on his way into the pits. All right, here on lap 18. Rust holding on to P10 ahead of his OHD teammate Squad Robot P11. Ahead of Big Ashy in 12th. And Martin with a Y exiting the pits in 13th. So still 10th through 13th is Lexus RCF. There's Condot holding on to P14. Christian's unfortunately ghosted due to being a lap down. As Swordsman into the pits. Final stop and go. Onto the racing medium compound. Whiskey Racing also into the pits for a final stop and go. Coming out in 7th position. Still with just a few minutes left to play. Joker, It's Me, and RRL Calais having a good scrap for that 4th position. However, Whiskey Racing in that 7th spot on fresh racing super soft tires might have a shot at being able to catch them and maybe make an overtake. Squad Robot, yep. Unfortunately, it's a 1.5 second penalty due to a shortcut. Hopefully, though, after serving the penalty, Squad Robot hopefully will be able to hold on to a top 10 position. Although Big Ashy and Squad Robot's teammate Rust are hot on his trail. Oh, Big Ashy, a little bit of an off. Dirty tires. Oh, no traction, yep. Once you go off here at Dragon Trail Gardens, your tires start to have a lot of debris on them. And you lose traction going into the next few sections. Here on lap 20, your winner of Redline Racing Series Division 1, Race 1, NRT Swordsman 52. In 2nd spot, RRL Damian Black of the RCZ. Rounding out the podium is Left Rear Puncture. Ahead of Joker in P4, Calais in P5, Wooski Racing and It's Me, 6th and 7th. Octagon in P8, AV in the Beetle in P9, and rounding out the top 10 is going to be Squad Robot. All right, Well done. Rust, P11. Big Ashy in P12. Martin with a Y in 13th. Condot in 14th. And Christians rounding out the field. And there are the final results. So Swordsman taking a 9.6 second victory, penalty free, which is what we like to see here on the channel. Thank you again so much for watching. This is the Redline Racing League. Bye.